Hi, this is Penny Oates, and we're on day 14, I think it is, of the 90-day challenge. And today I want to talk to you again about a lead source, but this time, rather than the free lead generation that we've been looking at up to now, I want to start to look at lead sources which do have a small cost to them, but really they're as cheap as chips. And I'm talking here about solo ads. Now, some of you may be working currently, you may have a source of income coming in, and the biggest problem that you come across when you start trying to establish a new business is the time factor. Time's very important to you. You don't have a list at all, and you really want something that's going to build you a list here and now very quickly. If you're that person, then solo ads are absolutely ideal. You can buy leads. I bought leads. I remember when I first started in this industry, in internet marketing, I was working at the time, and I was spending 3 or 4 hours every day trying to build up my business, and I bought a lot of leads. I found out that you could buy lead lists, they were at the time, and they were supposedly leads that you could email, and they'd responded to some sort of advertisement for networking opportunities or affiliate opportunities. And I was made up when I got my first list of 2,000 leads. And at that time, I'm showing my age a little bit here, but at that time autoresponders weren't that common. There were some autoresponders, but certainly not everybody had one. They were quite expensive, quite difficult to fathom, and I didn't have one anyway. So I individually, each one by name, emailed the 2,000 people on my list. It took me days. And I found that probably about 40% of them bounced back. They were dead. The email address didn't exist, and never had a response from any of the others whatsoever. So, not to be deterred, I decided that that was obviously a bad list, and I needed to try another list. So I bought another 2,000. I'd probably sent the first 50 emails out before it clicked that the list was the same as the other one, just in a different order. And when I checked through it, it was exactly the same 2,000. So, quite obviously, they weren't genuinely hot leads. I think I did try another 500. I got a bit more sensible by then, and I'd cut it down, didn't want to pay as much money, just bought 500, and I think some of those were also on the other list, but I never got anywhere with them. So I was kind of put off buying leads very, very early on, and it was before the days of solo ads. So what is a solo ad? Well, really, it's paying money up front to be able to use somebody else's targeted email list. There's internet marketers out there that have been in business for years. They've got massive lists, and they will send a newsletter to the people on their list on a regular basis. Now, they will sell advertising space, a lot of them, on their newsletter. You might be able to pay to put an advert at the top, at the bottom, in the middle, at the side, or whatever. And where solo ads come from is that instead of having an ESAM or a newsletter full of these adverts, you are the only one. So there's just one advert on that newsletter, so you get maximum exposure for your opportunity. I still use them to this day for Empower Network, just to bring in some fresh blood, if you like, away from the other things that I do, because I firmly believe that you really need to have a diverse source of leads coming in. By the way, if any of you haven't got an opportunity yet and you'd like to join a fantastically easy business like Empower Network, then click on the join button below. Equally, if you are in business and you're looking at this for ways to promote your business, one of the best ways is through the Empower blogging platform. So pause the video now and click the join now button and pay your $25 a month, and you'll find that is one of the best ways to promote your business anyway. But moving back to solo ads. Now, there's a lot of good things about solo ads. The cost, they're quite cheap. When I say cheap, it will vary from provider to provider, and you need to check them out, check it's right for your particular market, check out what the policy is. A lot of them will do it per click, so you might be able to pay, say, $40 for 100 clicks. That's not 100 emails sent, that's 100 clicks on your advert. Now that's very, very good. If you work out, what I always do is I always test 100 first, never buy 1,000 or whatever. I test 100 and see what clicks I get and what the conversion rate is on my clicks. So I might pay for 100 clicks, I get 100 clicks, I work out how much each click is costing me, and then from that I work out how many convert, so I get a conversion rate, and then that means I have a cost per lead. Once I have a cost per lead, then I can easily scale it up if I want to. So let's say it came out that my cost per lead was $2. Now I think most of us would pay $2 for a genuine lead. That would mean that any time I have some money, I just divide it by my $2 and that's how many leads I'm going to get. So it's very easy to be able to scale things up and to know how much you're going to increase your business. Even if you can't afford solo ads right now, I always use the policy of putting 20% of my profits back into the business. So once you do start making money from your business, if you use that same policy, then you can use solo ads to take your business forward. What I'll do is below the Join Now button for the Empower Network, I will put a list of solo ad providers for you with the links to their sites, so you can have a look at them and decide which ones are best for you and go forward with that if you want to. So that's about all I wanted to say for today. The Join Now for Empower Network button is below. Please do come on board and promote your business through blogging as well, because that's a really effective way. I hope you do very well with the solo ads. Use the links, click on them, take advantage of it now, and I look forward to seeing you on day 15 of the challenge tomorrow. Good night.